Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So today is Ringo album day. We're going to take a look at Ringo's new CD, Long Long Road. I picked this up this morning from my local record store, so we'll take a look at this and I'll talk a little bit about the interviews that Ringo has done recently as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I'm sure you've seen this already, but here is the front cover. And I had already taken this out of the plastic because I made my short video earlier. There's the sticker that was on it, and it is that nice purple color, just like Ringo's iconic purple shirt. I actually made a little short video recently about, small moments that had big reactions in the Beatles fandom, and that was one of them.
This is the most exciting thing to ever happen in the history of history. Yeah, all right! Woo! This is so exciting!
And I bought this morning from one of my local record stores. Here's the back. And Ringo also is re-wearing his polka dot shirt from the 60s as well. The Beatles account actually posted about that too. And as I'm filming this, I've just listened to this once so far. I would say Why sticks out to me, track 5, and Baby Don't Go is another one. I found those two to be really catchy right away. My favorite overall might be It's Been Too Long. That's really one that's gotten stuck in my head a lot since we got that as a single. So here's the disc itself. Has the tracks on it again. I like that it says the name of the album. I know that sounds like trivial, but some of the Ringo CDs, they just have a peace sign on them. So when I have my CD case in my car, I can't tell them apart sometimes. So we'll look at this booklet. I really like this picture of Ringo here. I think this could have been the album cover. And these are a few words from T-Bone Burnett about how he dubbed all the musicians that are playing with Ringo on this record, the Texans. And that was actually the name of a group that Ringo played with, it says, back in 1959. So you could pause the video to read this. So then we have some more pictures and the individual credits for the songs as well. So this album was recorded in Nashville and in Los Angeles, but it says that Ringo's parts were recorded just in Los Angeles. Sorry about all the cars in the background. I do live on quite a busy street. Yeah, I would definitely say that Why is a track that I like a lot so far. It also makes me think of one of my Beatles favorites, Tell Me Why. This is a really nice picture too. And I actually ordered another one of these CDs from Talk Shop Live. Ringo had an interview on there, and he I think that's still on his YouTube channel, but he was selling vinyl copies and CD copies of Long Long Road that were randomly signed. So I decided to test my luck with getting a CD, and I will give that to my mom because she still has a car with a CD player as well. That's definitely my preferred way of listening to music for the past many years now. This is a really nice picture. So there's some thank yous from Ringo there. And some more credits. And I also wanted to show you when you take the CD out of here, there is a photo of Ringo back there in his purple shirt. And I think that was highlighted on when he was on Jimmy Kimmel's show. But I'll talk a little bit at the end about some of the interviews that Ringo has done, because he is on quite the promotional tour right now, if you will. And I really like in these songs that Ringo's voice is in a very low range. Some of them are too low for me to sing along with, so I guess I'll have to do the octave up for some of them. But I find Ringo's voice to be really calming. That's my new octopus friend in the background there. So I just wanted to mention next a couple interviews that Ringo has done recently. I will link those below for you if you haven't seen them. a few days ago he was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and I actually entered to win tickets to go see that, but I live on the opposite side of the US, so it wasn't likely for me to get chosen, and I didn't, but I still watched it on TV, and that was fun to watch. Ringo's airport story was funny. I never heard that before. There are definitely some funny moments in there, so that is on the Jimmy Kimmel Live YouTube channel. Then he also did I haven't listened to this yet myself, but he was on a podcast that just got uploaded today with Phil Rosenthal, which I think is the same Phil Rosenthal that created Everybody Loves Raymond. The podcast is called the Naked Lunch Podcast. He is on that, and it's also in the form of a YouTube video, so I'll link that for you. You can see that. And then he also did a print interview with USA Today, and he talked about, of course, the album and his fitness routine and touring as well. He had mentioned previously in the Talk Shop Live interview that he doesn't plan to do a fall tour this year because he said he has enough going on in the fall already. But then in this more recent interview, he said that at least twice a day he thinks that maybe they should do a September tour, so maybe it's still an option. I want him to do what he wants to do, but I'm hoping that there will be some September shows because this September is my 30th birthday, so I thought it would be really cool if I get to see Ringo around the time of such a milestone birthday. Regardless of whether he does that or not, he did say later this year he's putting out a new EP with Bruce Sugar, and there's also going to be a best of Ringo EP compilation coming out as well, so we'll get some new music either way. But that is a look at this album, and I'm very glad that we have some new Ringo music to enjoy. I think this will be a great album for driving, even because of the name, Long Long Road. So I'm looking forward to getting more familiar with these songs and learning all the words. So that will do it for today's video, taking a look at Long Long Road. So I do want to say thank you very much for watching, and again, let me know your favorite songs so far in the comments. As always, my social media accounts are linked below if you want to check those out as well. So again, thanks for watching, and as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye. Peace and love.